What's up, YouTube? This is Derrick T, another episode of Goldwingin. Hey, listen, I just want to take a minute before we get into this video's content and thank all of my subscribers. We just crossed over 500 subscribers on the channel. I think that's great. It's awesome that you all are tuning in, and I'm just glad that I'm able to bring content that people want to see and people like to see. And so hey, share the channel, and if you haven't already, if you're watching for the first time, click like, click subscribe, share the channel. Let's keep that momentum going. I really appreciate the support. All right, on to today's content. I am excited because I'm getting ready to take a trip, and this one particularly, I've taken a couple of long trips, but this one is going to be the longest one that I've ever taken, and I'm going to Perry, Georgia from here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so riding down there with the Free Spirits, my brother's on the road, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's a picture on your screen right there of the event itself, and I know there are some other people that are not in the group with me, but they're going to be down there as well. And so hopefully you get a chance to link up with some people that I've met through Facebook and YouTube and just doing stuff with the bike. There's one person in particular who I'm really looking forward to meeting, because he has a very sweet Goldwingin 1500, and so I'm really looking forward to this particular trip. So what about the actual trip itself? Let's talk about what I'm going to pack and how I'm going to pack. You all have before seen a video where I told you I'm not going to purchase a trailer right away. I don't know how comfortable I feel pulling a trailer. I decided to go with the cargo hitch mount on the back of the bike, and here is my what will essentially be my gear carrier. All right, and so what's going to go inside? There's going to be some things that go in here that I don't necessarily need immediate access to, but would like to have for the trip. They say it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And so there's going to be some things that go in here that are going to be incidental, that hopefully I don't need, but it'll be good to have. All right, start out first. All right, this is my padded riding jacket. I bought it on Amazon. I actually really like this jacket. I might get another one, a different color. But given, now this is what I know. This is what I know. I was just down near Perry in my car. I took my kids to Orlando, Florida on a family vacation, and we drove there, and we passed right through the area where we're going to be riding to in a couple of weeks. And what do I know about that area down there? It's hot. All right, and so this, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I'll need it or not, but again, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. It does keep me nice and warm when I'm riding in colder weather. There's a liner that goes in it. I've already taken the liner out. Don't really anticipate needing the liner. Won't be riding in cold weather, that's for sure. I'm gonna go on and drop that in here. Second thing up. Oh, got stuff sticking together, excuse me for that. Leather chaps. I don't know if I'll need them or not, but again, better to have them than wish that they were, than to wish I had them. And so leather chaps, we're gonna put them in there. Somebody told me once that leather chaps actually do help, don't make you hot. They actually help to keep you cool. I don't know how much I believe that. I've only worn them ever, I think twice, maybe 3 times in my riding career, and they were always on colder days. But I figure with the length of this trip, going for about a week on the road, better to have it. Let's see, next thing up, rain gear. All right, this is my rain suit. It's a very popular brand. There's Built there. Many of you all have this exact rain suit. Got them at Cycle Gear. It was only 60 bucks, I think, for the set. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll up the pants. Here are the pants, and I just have a small drawstring bag here that I'm gonna drop that in. Here is the rain jacket. Now, I've not worn the pants yet. I have tried them on. They fit nice and snug over top of my whatever I have on. Actually, not snug. It's a comfortable fit. I have worn the jacket several times, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to roll the jacket up as well, and it's also going to go right inside of here. Now, I will not, because I want rain gear to be a bit more accessible. This actually will not go in here, but actually in a saddlebag. All right, my right saddlebag. That will, left saddlebag. That will actually go there instead of on the back of the bike, because once this is tied down with bungee cord, you don't really want to have to be trying to dig into it unless you absolutely have to. And yeah, that's just the way that I'm going to organize my gear. Next thing up is an extra helmet. This is the 3/4 version of my full face helmet. I like the brand name. I got it on Amazon, and I just kind of like it. It's very comfortable, and I don't know if I'll need an extra helmet or not, but again, I don't want to be down in Perry saying, man, that extra helmet would have been really nice right through here. Keep an extra helmet. Speaking of helmets, this is the tech helmet. You've probably seen a couple of videos that I've made about the tech helmet, and that's why I'm taking this one. We'll be wearing this one the entire time. It's equipped with the GoPro, strategically placed so that I can see the angle of the camera in case it shifts during the ride or whatever. And then it's also equipped with the Sena SMH10 with a microphone inside there, and a microphone for the camera also mounted inside of the helmet. And so this will be what I actually ride with. It's got two different visors on it. I like that end. So I got the shaded visor and then the clear visor in case of, you know, either riding in the dark or you know what it is. All right, so put that down right there. Some other things that won't go in here necessarily, but are going on the trip. A little $10 first aid kit. All right, 140 pieces, self-explanatory. Again, good to have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. This is going in a saddlebag as well for easy access. Leave that to the side. I do have tools, a tool bag that I keep in my right saddlebag along with a small air compressor. Even though the bike, the GL 1500 does have an air compressor on board, I think I was gifted this particular small air compressor, so I'm going to take it with me. It'll probably go back here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go get it and bring it back and show it to you. Alright, I'm back, and like I promised, this is a small air compressor and has a little flashlight on it too. It plugs into a cigarette lighter style outlet that I have wired in my saddlebag, and so just in case the air hose on the bike doesn't work, because I've never actually used it, and thankfully I've never been in a position where I've had to use it. I do know how to use it, but I've never actually been in a situation where it was necessary. But either way, have this handy dandy thing, and just in case for a backup, like I said, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So we'll drop you in here. Let's talk about the contents of my toolkit. that I'll be taking with me. Nice little handy dandy bag here. I'm purposely not showing brand names, but go to Walmart, you can grab one of these. Let's see. Socket, wrench. I actually think this came from a different set, but it works for what I needed to do, so it's in there. This screwdriver, this particular one, is from a set that I actually keep around the house and not on my bike. I got different colors, but either way, so one set of screwdrivers for the house, one for the bike. That way I don't lose things or whatever, but I keep those things organized. A set of screwdrivers. I have a set of wrenches. Drop those screwdrivers and wrenches in there. Allens of every shape and size. Allen wrenches, very, very handy. Anybody who's taken a seat off of a GL 1500 knows that. Pair of needle noses in case I need to do some wiring. Drop that in there, or cutting some wire, or whatever the case is. And this here is the most handy dandy thing that you could have. Ask me how I know. Maybe I'll do a separate video. But either way, it's fully charged right now. It also has a flashlight on it, and it charges via USB. And so we'll have that in there as well in case we run into some battery issues and have to charge and have to give myself or somebody else a jump. And then finally, a tire repair kit. About 10 bucks. All right, know how to plug a tire and always be prepared in such a situation. So that is my tool bag. Left side saddle. All right, that's the whole get up right there. All right, again, easy access. So the easy access stuff won't go back here. They'll be in the saddlebags. One of the last things, I know I'm taking the tech helmet and the extra 3/4 helmet, but while we're riding around down there, this is my preferred helmet. It'll just go right in the back in the trunk. But I thought I'd show you that too. This is the one that I really like to wear, but not on the highway. On the highway, go full face with as much protection as possible. Alrighty. My iPad camera just went out, so I'm on the camcorder here. Let's see. Speaking of cameras, I have this handy dandy contraption. It holds the GoPro in the front and my iPhone in the back, and so I have one camera facing me, one facing out. It's pretty cool for walking around and meeting people and taking pictures. All right, let's talk luggage very, very quickly. You all have seen one of my other videos where I did the review on the Goldwingin Momentum. I'm just going to get toolkit out of the way. Let's throw the Goldwingin up here. Just in case you didn't see that video, I did review this luggage product and I think it's great. I'll tell you this story very quickly. I told you I took my kids to Florida on a family vacation about a week ago, and even though I drove my car, I actually packed this bag, and I can't state how much I overpacked for a 1-week trip because this bag has so much freaking space in it that you just can't help but overpack. And so learning those lessons, I'm definitely going to pack a little bit lighter for this one. But actually, the neat thing about that is this is actually going to sit right inside of here, and I'll have everything in one place. And I think that will really work out well for not having to cover it and protect it against the rain. And so that's what my long distance trip is going to look like. I also have a small cooler that is, it's actually not a hard, one of the hard ones, but it's a nylon one. I'm gonna actually set that on the seat and probably tie it down to one of my passenger hand rests there, and that way I can have drinks, cold drinks, accessible to me, because when you're stopping at convenience stores and buying drinks, you know, at $2, $3, $4 a pop, they can get pretty expensive pretty quickly. So stay hydrated, water, Gatorade, and whatever other beverages of your choice. We'll leave that alone. So there we have it. That's what I'm packing for my trip to Perry. And hey, there will be footage from the road. And again, if you're planning on being at that event and you see me out walking around with one of these, feel free to stop by and say what's up, and let's meet up and let's keep the positive energy going. Hey, you're Goldwingin with Derrick T, and until the next time, you all be safe out there. Until the next video. Thanks again to my subscribers, over 500 of us. Let's keep the party going. You all take care.